Hi, I'm Anushka. Welcome to my channel. If you don't know me, I am a medical student and right now I study in Ukraine. And if you are someone who's not interested in knowing certain things about your fellow females, then I would say this video is not for you. As I'm talking about some controversial topic, I have to say that whatever I say in this video and the contents of this video are my own personal opinion, and I'm not against something or I'm not in support of something. These are just some things that are going on in the world. I thought these are the topics which we really need to talk about, not just amongst medical students but just among everyone should know about these things. The purpose of this video is to talk about these topics which are rarely talked about, and as a medical student, if I am not comfortable in talking about such things, then how can I expect anyone else to come to me and ask for help if they are suffering from this problem? The purpose of this video is just to spread knowledge and not to start any discussion or something. I just want you as a viewer of my YouTube channel to know about these things because I think that these are some important topics which everyone should know about. So the three topics I saw quite frequently in the recent articles were abortion, pro-life, heartbeat bill. If you know all three of those, then that is just amazing. You are quite familiar with what's going on in the world. Obviously, you cannot know everything, but if you know these three, then it's just amazing. Obviously, we are not going to talk about in depth all these three topics, like how they came about and all that. I'm just going to tell you the basic definition of all these three and how these three are related and the kind of impact they might have on women in the future. I'm going to read the definition from Harvard Health Publishing. According to that, abortion, also known as termination of pregnancy. We are going to talk about induced abortion, not spontaneous one. Like spontaneous one are the one that happen on their own. Induced one are the one that women who do not want to continue their pregnancy, they opt for induced abortion. So what we are concerned about in this video is induced abortion. I'm going to read from my laptop. Abortion, termination of pregnancy. Abortion is the removal of pregnancy tissue, products of conception, or the fetus and placenta after birth from the uterus. Induced abortion is also called as medical termination of pregnancy. Now the definition of pro-life. According to Cambridge Dictionary, supporting the belief that it is immoral for a pregnant woman to have the freedom to choose to have an abortion, an operation to end a pregnancy, if she does not want to have a baby. Then there is heartbeat bill, also known as heartbeat legislation. Heartbeat laws ban abortion from the moment in pregnancy that the heartbeat can be detected. An embryonic heartbeat can be detected very early in pregnancy, typically by 6 to 10 weeks of gestation. Pro-life is also called as anti-abortion movement, exactly opposite of what abortion is. Maybe some of you already understood what I'm trying to say by taking all these three terms together, that is abortion, pro-life and heartbeat bill. The point I'm trying to make is that women have fought for their rights forever and they still are fighting. Meaning we haven't been able to completely give women the rights they actually deserve. One of those rights is the right to choose or decide if the woman actually wants to continue her pregnancy. While there are countries like India and others where you can legally have an abortion, there are a lot of other countries where it is illegal to have abortion and the woman do not have the right to choose if she wants to continue her pregnancy. Obviously, everyone has their own opinion, so there are people like pro-life activists who actually say that abortion should be criminalized. They are trying to ban abortion, and they are trying to ban abortion as early as 6 weeks. Most women are not even aware that they are pregnant by 6 weeks. Most women are unaware of what's going on in their body. They lack knowledge and they lack the education which is required to actually understand what's going on. I understand that people are trying to speak up for the rights of the unborn, but why are they trying to take away the rights for which women have fought for years, and some countries don't even have that right yet? According to WHO, every woman has the recognized human right to decide freely and responsibly, without coercion and violence, the number, spacing, and timing of their children, and to have the information and means to do so, and the right to attain the highest standard of sexual and reproductive health, ICPD 1994. Access to legal and safe abortion is essential for the realization of these rights. 1 of 4 pregnancies end in abortion. I had to change my place to shoot, but we are going to continue this vlog. It's important. The thing is, people are going to get involved. Women are going to get pregnant, and women will have to carry the child for the 9 months. Her body will change, her priorities will change. She'll need money to raise the child. If all this has to happen to a woman and she has to deal with a child, why does anybody else get to decide if she wants to continue her pregnancy or not? It should be solely the right of the woman to decide what she wants to do. Not against anybody, but I would definitely want to support the other person. If there's anyone who is like known to me, I would really want her to have a choice in whatever she wants to do. You may think, why am I telling you this and why does it concern you? Well, it concerns each and every one of us. Well, it concerns you and all the women around you, your mother, your sister, your aunt, your daughter, your sister-in-law, or all the women around you. The whole world is quite influenced by the West. I myself got influenced to make a YouTube channel by people like Dr. Mike and Rachel Satharthan. Being influenced is not such a difficult thing. If you're getting influenced for the right thing, then that is well and good. But if you or anybody else around you is getting influenced for the wrong thing, then that definitely affects you. And if it's about someone's right, then it should concern each and every one of us. So if in future abortion is banned in USA, it might as well be banned in your country, because pro-life activists are going to be in your country as well. Who knows? What concerned me after I read such articles was that I talked with some healthcare professionals around me, and they told me about the number of abortions that had taken place in the recent past months during the lockdown. And it really surprised me. And if we are going to count the number of abortions that took place in whole country in the past year, that will definitely surprise us. The number of unsafe abortions. Unsafe abortion meaning she was not able to get proper abortion by a proper healthcare professional in a proper clinic, the things done in a proper way which are recommended by the WHO. Abortion is legal in India, but still there have been so many unsafe abortions. We should think why. Whether we like it or not, abortion will happen. Those women who are not ready to have a child will have an abortion out of desperation, and that will increase the chances of maternal mortality. Banning an abortion will do is increase the maternal mortality caused by the unsafe abortions. So what you and I can do, not just as a medical student but as a part of the society, we need to educate. We can start small and we can start talking with women around us, our mother, our sister, or anyone who's around you, and just tell them. We should make them aware of their rights, and we should tell them the precautions they can take in order to avoid it. I read in another article. Today is 30th of July 2020, and this article is dated July 29, 2020. It is by Zara Ahmed, which says, abortion rates don't drop when the procedure is outlawed, but it does make it more dangerous. Anti-abortion advocates working to criminalize abortion in the United States and abroad will always be stymied by a crucial fact. People everywhere want, need, and find ways to get abortions. I observed this firsthand while working as a public health advisor in Asia, Africa, and Latin America, that now new research from the Guttmacher Institute demonstrates just how misguided and dangerous it is to try to limit abortion access. The data shows that abortion rates are roughly the same in countries where abortion is broadly legal and in countries where it isn't. And anti-abortion rates are actually 4 times higher in low-income countries where abortion is prohibited than in high-income countries where it is broadly legal. Where abortion is legally restricted, the proportion of unintended pregnancies ending in abortion has increased by 39% over the past 30 years. Every year, there are roughly 121 million unintended pregnancies around the world. Of these, 73.3 million or 61% end in abortion. Unfortunately, almost half of all abortions, that is 35 million, take place in unsafe conditions, resulting in an estimated 23,000 preventable pregnancy related deaths every year. Beyond this avoidable loss of life, The social and economic consequences for women, their families, and communities are often severe. Women who pursue abortions where they aren't legal may suffer discrimination by health providers, be stigmatized or harassed by their communities, or face violence by their partners. And these actions have ripple effect on their children and broader families. Well, I hope I was able to just tell in brief what all these three terms mean and how they've impacted the society. And that is all I had to say for these things. Maybe in future we'll continue talking about these things in like depth, but right now for this video it is enough. Again, everyone has their own opinion. Whatever I have said in this video is my own opinion. I have tried personally not to in support or be against anything. If I have, then I'm really sorry. Again, the purpose of this video was to spread knowledge. I just came across this topic in my Google News and they really had an impact on me, and they just like made me want to spread this kind of knowledge to as many people as I possibly can. I'm really sorry if anything I said in this video hurt your feelings, hurt any of your feelings. It was not my intention, and if I have said anything wrong, then please let me know. I will definitely try to correct it. This was like just an attempt to try and spread knowledge. If I was able to reach even one person among all of you, then that will be an achievement for me. I've been on YouTube for almost 1.5 months and I'm still learning, I'm growing, I'm learning editing, and I'm learning how to record things. And obviously not everything goes according to our plan. When I was searching for this topic, I came across a very good video by Lisa about abortion in India, like explaining everything about abortion in India. So if you're interested, I'll leave the link of that video in the description box below. I guess this is the end of this video. Thank you for watching this video. I hope I was able to give knowledge to the best of my ability, and I hope you learned something new. I hope it was interesting and you were able to understand me. If not, then please let me know, because I know sometimes I get confused and I'm not able to explain things properly. So if that's the case, then please let me know. I would definitely like to improve upon that, and that is the one reason I started YouTube. I really wanted to change things, I really wanted to change some certain things about myself, and this is one of them. And I hope in future, if certain conditions like arises, that you are able to help and support the women around you. And I hope all goes well, whatever may be the situation. Again, thank you so much for watching this video. I am really very grateful for each and every one of you. It's been such a nice journey. I have really enjoyed being on YouTube, and I hope I can continue making such videos. I did a lot of work for this video, so I will really appreciate if you'd let me know how I did and how this video is. Thank you so much again for watching this video, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.